on crack. Riding life's roller coaster, never look back. Echoes of laughter like thunder, no slack. Sure guns and not in sync, level stack.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Gunza. What a beautiful view this is. The sky just looks amazing, doesn't it? We're going to talk about the movie I just saw, which was Mufasa, the Lion King. Now, I want to say, when it comes to me doing these movie reviews, I want to do a lot more of them in the future. So I have this rule when it comes to like seeing movies from now on in, is that I don't watch other people's reviews, their opinions, and all that. Right? I want to watch the movie with my own mind and see it from my own, process and thought and all that, and give you my reaction based on my thoughts and no one else's, or like it not be influenced by anyone else. But even with this movie, it's been out for like a little over a week now. Even with this movie, I didn't watch people reviews, but I saw a lot of opinions on it. I saw people commenting on it, like on other posts saying that, oh, this movie was trash. I'm tired of these pointless prequels and remakes that has no personality or color into it. People were trashing this movie, right? I'm here to tell you right now, this movie was good. This movie wasn't just good. This movie was great. I don't know what movie these people were watching when they were watching this Mufasa movie, but for them to go out there and say that this movie had no personality, had no color to it, and it's just a dull prequel, gotta be one of the most dumbest things I've heard. Now, of course, I'm gonna be spoiler free. The reason why I have faith and hope in this movie is because Barry Jenkins, I think his last name is, he directed this movie. He did this movie. I have not watched any film from Barry Jenkins where it has disappointed me. Every time when he makes a movie, it ends up being usually the best movie, one of the best movies of the year for me. It actually ends up being one of the top 5 best movies of the year for me. So when I heard he was doing the Mufasa movie, I was like, oh, I trust it then. I would not have given this a chance if it was anyone else directing this. You did it again, sir. You did it again. And I don't know why people are criticizing this movie. It needs more love than what it's giving, because this is a beautiful film. It has tons of personality. A lot of people were saying that the music was not memorable. There was no good music in there. There was some beautiful music. And also, shout outs to Nicholas Bertel, who's been composing Barry Jenkins movies for quite a while now. Ever since Moonlight, I've been a fan of Barry Jenkins and Nicholas Bertel. Nicholas Bertel is in my top 20 playlist on Spotify. So, as I was saying before I was so very rudely cut off, like, last time I did a review up there, they told me I can't do it because it's 10 o'clock and they close it. Now they're telling me that nobody's allowed up there at all, but whatever. So as I was saying, been a fan of Nicholas Bertel and Barry Jenkins since Moonlight came out 2016. Probably one of my favorite movies of all time. And this is no exception. This is a beautiful story about lost things finding their way. It's a beautiful story about no matter what type of boundaries or expectations that you might be set to from other people, what they tell you that you'll never be, it's always and forever going to be about what you earn and who you choose to be and who you become. A lot of people were concerned about the story and how they're going to make us emphasize with Mufasa, or Scar, who is formerly known as I forgot his name in the movie, but anywho, Scar and Mufasa, we know they're brothers, but we found out they're not actually brothers. And we found out Scar was actually always blood of royalty. The trailers are a bit misleading, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's misleading. Without any spoilers, I'm just gonna say this: Mufasa doesn't take over anybody's kingdom. He didn't take anything away from Scar that should have been his. And also, I believe his name is Aaron Pierre. He played in Rebel Moon earlier this year. He's now going to be Jon Stewart, Green Lantern. You did a great job as Mufasa. And I can't remember the name of the actor who did the voice work for Scar. You did a phenomenal job yourself, sir. One thing I also want to mention is that the villain in this movie the voice is played by Matt Mickelson. That man can play a villain, and you put him in anything, he's going to give you a 10 out of 10 performance, and he doesn't let up in this movie as well. The thing I like about this movie is that it follows the traits of the traditional 1990 movie, 1995. What's the one main thing we remember the most from the first Lion King movie in 1995 to do with Scar? There's two things that we remember the most. One, we remember that betrayal that he did to Mufasa. And two, we remember that musical piece when he was singing Be Prepared. Be Prepared is probably one of the greatest songs sung by a villain ever. And in 2019, I think it was, the remake, it butchered it. I hated it so goddamn much. It ruined a great song for a great villain. This movie had a great song, in my opinion, for a great villain. Matt Mickelson, I don't know if you did the singing, but whoever did the singing for Matt Mickelson's lion, the villain lion, the last thing you see is going to be me before you go, bye-bye. It was crazy. I'm making it sound goofy, but when you watch the movie, when he was up there talking about time to go bye-bye, I was like this. that song where he was going bye-bye, that was great. It was everything I wanted in the Lion King movie. It brought me back to the 1995 movie when Scar was performing Be Prepared. This was a very touching, beautiful, heartwarming, visually astonishing film. And to be quite frank with you, I somewhat like this movie a lot more than I like Sonic 3. I know it's going against that. People, they want to see Disney go down so badly, but I'm someone who is a very non-biased person. I enjoy a good film when I see a good film. And that's why I'm going to have to say this movie is a 9 out of 10 for me. And most definitely probably in the top 10 movies of the year that I've seen. If you want to take your kids to go see this, I think this is a beautiful movie for your kids to go watch. It's not boring whatsoever. It doesn't let up, and I don't think your kids will be bored. I think the parents will be entertained as well. It's just, there's a beautiful story in here. I can't emphasize that enough. And Barry Jenkins, you did it again, sir. Nicholas Bertel, you did it again. There was a lot of people involved in this movie. I'm sorry I'm not naming your names, but just know, I think this was the top 10 movie of the year for me. And yeah, 9 out of 10. It's been your boy, Jargunza. If you haven't seen Mufasa, The Lion King, I suggest you go see it. See it on the biggest screen you possibly can. This movie is visually beautiful. It deserves the biggest screen as you possibly can find. Yeah, it's been your boy. Peace.